moving forward, we are on the treasurer candidates. If Jeff Della Magoria and Lori McLean can come up to stage, both of you, and first to speak will be Jeff Della Magoria. And we will now have Jeff Della Magoria speak.
Hello, GRA. Thank you for having me. My name is Jeff Della Magoria, and
I'm sorry. I mispronounced your name. Sorry.
Fair enough. Most people do. I am your candidate for treasurer with the Georgia Republican Party and hope to earn your support. A little bit about myself is that I'm 53 years old, recent empty nester. I have unlimited energy. I am a proud U.S. Army veteran, and I created and run a wildly successful company. I built this company with my own bare hands. I built it through grit and focused activity. And by the grace of God, we have continued to grow my organization, and which has allowed me to create jobs. People ask me, they say, Jeff, how are you qualified to operate in the role of treasurer? Well, that's simple. I run a fantastic company. I built it myself. There was nobody but me to do all the finances. I did all the bookkeeping. I did all the payroll. I did all the accounts receivable, accounts payable, and taxes. As treasurer, I commit myself to overseeing the party's funds with diligence, competence, and transparency. I will make sure that the party remains solvent, that money continues to come in, and that our books are always ready for an audit. But I also commit to supporting and strengthening our elected chairman's agenda and working as a team player with the rest of the executive board and an active participant. We are at a unique time, and we are all here for a simple reason. We cannot let Democrats win, and we must elect Republicans up and down the ticket. We must reclaim our Senate seat and send John Ossoff back home. The time is now, and with Donald Trump at the helm, the wind is at our back, and we will seize this opportunity. I thank you for having me here today. My name is Jeff Della Magoria, and I am your candidate for State Party Treasurer. Thank you.
Next is Lori McLean.
Hi, everyone. Thank you very much. Jeff, congratulations on your successful business. You'd make a great client for me. I want to thank Alex Johnson and Nathaniel Darnell and Jim Fernander and even Catherine Bernard for encouraging me to be here today. You guys are a lot of fun. I can see now why Trump won in 2024, because it's folks like you. My name is Lori McLean. I'm the current treasurer of the Georgia Republican Party, and I'm running for re-election. It is my honor to stand here before you today and ask for your endorsement. The first thing I want to do is convince you that I am the best, most qualified candidate for this position. If you've ever read the rules of the Georgia Republican Party, the treasurer is required to be an accountant, a bookkeeper, a CPA, or a financial advisor. Let me give you a list. I have a BBA from Georgia State University in accounting. I'm a certified public accountant. I'm a certified forensic accountant. I have a Master of Taxation from Georgia State University. I'm currently a college accounting instructor, and I have 39 years experience in the financial and accounting field. I'm also currently working on my Master of Legal Studies from Texas A&M, and I 100% blame Alex Johnson for that. I want to tell you a little bit about my experience in the party. In 2021, I was elected as treasurer of the Gwinnett GOP. We were flat broke. We were struggling. We were in trouble. I worked very closely with our chairman. We worked closely together. We fought. He argued with me. I argued with him. Sometimes he won. Sometimes I won. But you know what we did? We gave Gwinnett the best of both worlds. And as a result, over the next 4 years, we went from being broke to being able to contribute over $50,000 to candidates and local candidates in Gwinnett County and still keep the lights on. As treasurer of the Republican, my apologies, I wasn't looking. Thank you very much. Appreciate your time.
Oh, you can hold on to the mic. All right, and I'll give you this mic. All right, so quick question answers. Oh, and questions are flooding in. So first, do you think that the GOP treasurer should be performing the duties as currently defined in the Georgia GOP bylaws? Starting with you and then Lori.
Absolutely. You know, we can discuss about debits and credits all day long. I run an amazingly successful company, and accounting principles are static. I have no issues with that, and I've done all my bookkeeping. That is my role in my organization, and everything was done by me and to the T.
Thank you. All right, Lori?
So if you're asking me if we should follow the rules that are already written for the Georgia Republican Party, the answer would be yes.
All right. What is your definition of grassroots? Starting with Lori and then Jeff.
Okay. I have to tell y'all this. So when I ran for this position 2 years ago, that's when I really learned what grassroots is. And let me tell you who taught me that. That would be Cindy Ella Nixon, who was running for secretary of the Georgia Republican Party. Cindy took it on herself to create these T-shirts and create a posse that helped me to get elected. But more importantly, she called everybody in Georgia and asked for their vote on my behalf. And that's what grassroots is all about. It is about winning one vote at a time.
Grassroots is myself and everyone here in this room. And what I noticed when I first was getting heavily involved with the party was when I was recruiting, training, and managing all the volunteers for poll watching and also for voter challenges. Those were the grassroots. That was my introduction to a bunch of motivated patriots that saw something wrong and they weren't going to tolerate it. And that's what we're all doing here. We are going through the process and we are going to elect the best people.
All right, so I'm going to try to ask this question in a mutually applicable way. In your opinion, belief, or knowledge, for both of you, what do you or do you not have access to, or does the treasurer, if elected, have access to for Georgia GOP records? And do you have online access to accounts if you're elected? Starting with you.
I've spent a considerable time doing my homework on this, and especially when I started to see all these emails go around about lack of transparency, lack of access, well, of course, I had to dig deep into that one. That was a concern. What am I getting myself into here? Well, it first came to me that all of this conversation about transparency and access all occurred right around as this campaign was coming up. So I thought to myself, And then I think to myself, well, if there was a problem with transparency and there was a problem with access, then why did all financial reports and FEC filings get signed off on? I don't know that I'd sign my name to something where I felt I had incomplete data.
All right, Lori?
Well, the truth of the matter is this didn't just come up. When I was elected 2 years ago, people started asking me questions. Now, I'm going to answer this question, and then I'm going to tell you, this is a conversation that the state executive committee should be having, not everybody in the state of Georgia. But I'm going to answer a direct question. This question came up when I first got elected, and it has not changed. And people keep asking me the same question. And when you're an accountant, words matter. And so when people would ask me if I have access, the only answer is it depends on what you mean. Access to what? Are the FEC reports transparent? Absolutely. If all you're interested in is a check register, because that's all it is. Okay? I'm an accountant. I know how to prepare a financial statement. I need source documents in order to do that appropriately, and that is what I would love to see happen for the treasurer's position.
All right, thank you, Lori. So starting with Lori, and this is, I'm asking you each just separate yes/no questions, but it's just, I mean, I could just ask you the same one, but what is the last FEC filing that you signed?
I have signed every FEC report that has been filed since I became treasurer.
All right.
The last one was today? April 20th.
All right. And have you signed any FEC filings?
I have not yet.
All right. All right. That was almost the exact question, so I just read off there. Are you so starting with Jeff? Are you a certified accountant, CPA, bookkeeper, or financial advisor? This person wrote certified being the key word to the extent that's useful. So.
I'm a certified entrepreneur and problem solver with a huge record of success. So I am a bookkeeper. Do all my own books. So I am not a certified accountant, but I am a leader and a competent, qualified person for this task.
Mr. Chairman. Mr.
Hold
Chairman.
on, Lori needs to answer first.
Do you want me to answer the same question?
Um,
Yes, 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 and yes.
Mr. Chairman.
Yes,
James
sir.
Lyle, Cobb
Microphone
County.
one. Yeah, please announce your name again.
James Lyle, Cobb
All right.
County. Point of clarification. There was an amended report that was filed on April 24th. You said that the last one you signed was April 20th. Did you sign the one on April 24th?
My apologies. I may have misspoken. Look at the reports. All the reports have my name on them. Okay? Karen Henschel, who is a rock star, by the way, actually files them. She physically punches the button after I look at them.
Okay, I was just clarification on the date.
My
Okay,
apologies.
I believe the answer was I signed. I believe Lori's answer was I signed all of them.
I have seen them all before she actually punches the button.
And you've signed them all?
And you've signed.
On the
They're electronically signed. Yes.
Yes, and you have clicked the thing to electronically sign them.
No, Karen does that.
Okay, all right. So do you know what is in our treasury? Do you know what is currently in the Georgia GOP's treasury? Starting with you, then going to Jeff.
Oh God. Off the top of my head, I would not want to say that out loud, Alex, only because I might be wrong and I don't want to put bad information out there. I honestly don't know off the top of my head, but there is money in the bank.
Do you happen to know?
I do not know, but I have been reviewing all past financial documents. I have not reviewed the last few months.
All right. Well, those are the questions that I'm going to be asking, so thank you both so much for what you did. We do have results from the treasurer. It was 29 for Jeff, 88 for Lori McLean, 7 for no endorsement. That would make it, requiring a 2/3 vote, would be 83. So Lori McLean has received the endorsement of the Georgia Republican Assembly with over a 2/3 vote.